Top 10 best 90s movies according to Rotten Tomatoes, and my thoughts on that, considering that I was born in 77 and I lived through it. Number 10, Beauty and the Beast. Pretty good movie. It was the golden age of Disney, where one movie after another was amazing, like The Little Mermaid, Aladdin. They had the same music writers for all of them. It came out in 91, so I would have been 14. Gotta say, I'm really surprised Terminator 2 is not on this list. Pretty sure it was made in either 91 or 90. I'm not sure that I would agree that it's one of the best 10 movies of the decade, but that's how I feel about basically all of these movies in this list. I can just say it's a really good movie, not just for kids. It's very witty, very well done. Number 9, Good Will Hunting. Are you kidding me? That movie sucked. Why are these critics rating this in the top 10? What is it about this? There's no innovation. There's no nothing. I might even put this in one of the worst movies of the 90s. I love Robin Williams. I like Matt Damon. I like Ben Affleck, but this movie was just not a good movie. And like I always say, I mean, does anybody rewatch this movie? Is it on Netflix? Is it like, no, nobody will ever watch this movie again. It came out in 97, so I would have been 20 years old. Number 7, The Matrix. I avoided watching this movie for like 2 years after it came out, which was in 1999. I would have been 22. I avoided this movie because I was just like, this is so cliche. It just sounds like, okay, it's like a world within a world. It's like Horton Hears a Who. And when I did watch it, I was just very disappointed. I was thinking, I was hoping the movie would be about what happens when he gets out of the Matrix. But instead, it's more about, like, the Matrix itself. What I mean is similar to what I mean with The Truman Show, where I was hoping The Truman Show would be about what happens when he gets out of the Truman Show. But instead, the whole movie takes place within The Truman Show. And that's kind of how I felt about The Matrix. I thought it was a very stupid, not stupid, but a very common idea that everybody's already thought about. What if we're all just part of some simulation? Blah, blah, blah. Thought it was very cheesy. The sunglasses, that just kills me. It's overly cool. The interesting thing about this movie is that I think it came out around, maybe at the exact same time as The Phantom Menace, Star Wars. And everybody was let down by The Phantom Menace. But this turned out to be like the big movie. And I disagree with everybody. I think The Phantom Menace is way better than this. I mean, based on the fact that it affected and influenced so many people, I guess that would make it be included in the top 10. I don't know why Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know how they aggregate their scores, so I don't know why this is in the top 10. Number 7, Saving Private Ryan, which came out in 1998. When I watched this movie, I fell asleep. I'm not a big fan of war movies. I strongly believe that every Steven Spielberg movie has no rewatchability. Like, nobody will ever rewatch E.T. or any movie that Spielberg's ever made. Nobody will ever rewatch Jurassic Park. Number 6, Forrest Gump. That's another movie nobody will ever rewatch. And, I mean, if I was going to give my top 10, I'd be basing it on rewatchability. This is just like a pseudo-profound movie. It doesn't actually have any meaning at all, but it pretends to. Similar to, like, American Beauty. It's one of those movies that just won all the Oscars. It came out at the right time. Why did I think of American Beauty? Because, well, look at the feather, right? The movie starts with a feather dangling or going around. And it reminds me of the bag in American Beauty and how pretentious that was. Number 5, 1994, Shawshank Redemption. Same year that Pulp Fiction came out. I remember because I saw both of them in the theaters when I was in Vancouver at that time, when I was 17. Yeah, this does deserve to be in the top 10. It's a good movie. Very good movie. It's kind of interesting, isn't it, that Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, and Forrest Gump all came out in 1994. Number 4, Schindler's List, came out in 1993, which was a year previous to the other 3 movies. Didn't like it, found it boring. The only thing I remember about it is that there was it's in black and white, and occasionally there's a girl dressed in red, a little girl dressed in red. No rewatchability. That's what I believe about Spielberg. Certainly not. I don't think anybody nobody watches this movie ever. No longevity. Number 3, Pulp Fiction, which came out the same year, 1994, same year as Forrest Gump and Shawshank. I do believe this belongs in the list of the top 10 movies of the 90s, primarily because it influenced movies. It had such a groundbreaking effect on movies. And it is a good movie. With its time switcheroos, that was something that I'd never seen before in any movie. Number 2, The Lion King, 1994. Wow, a lot of movies came out in 1994, now that I think about it. Now that I look at it. I don't know, it's a good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie. It's a good movie. It's not as good as Beauty and the Beast. Number 1, Toy Story, came out in 1995. I really don't understand why this is the number 1 movie of the 90s. I don't understand why anybody likes it. I'm pretty sure I watched it, and that's pretty sad that I think I've watched it, but I'm not even sure. Personally speaking, I find CGI movies to be very hard on the eyes. I get that uncanny valley experience, where it's just a little too real, and it creeps me out. Anyways, that's it. I don't understand why Rotten Tomatoes views these movies as the top 10. Goodfellas, did that come out in the 90s? Terminator 2, The Truman Show, Fight Club. Why are they not on here? I don't know. There's 100 movies that are better than these 10 movies, so I don't know, man. I just work here. Anyways, please comment on what you think of this list, what movies you think are better, and have a great day. And my next video will be about the 2000s, the top 10 movies of the 2000s.